On October 29, 2015, in the early morning hours, this whole thing began as a large fight at the Flamingo Club on Farm to Market Road 14 North in Smith County. There were over 300 people present there at the Flamingo. The private security company that was there used pepper spray to disperse the crowd. The crowd formed and migrated down to the Bunny's convenience store at the intersection of Farm to Market Road 14 and Loop 323. After the crowd had been there about 10 minutes, there began to be other altercations there, fist fights, which quickly escalated into shots being fired by 4 different individuals. There are 4 different caliber of weapons that were used. And we're going to show you some video here that will show some of the shooters in the video. And what we're going to be asking for is, through y'all's cooperation, is for you to publish some of these videos as well as the still photographs we have to try to locate some of the individuals we're looking for to question. And many of these individuals we're looking for are actually, will end up being suspects as far as being some of the shooters. But that's about where we are with this investigation right now. We believe that we are really close. I think we're probably already there to have enough information to make one arrest of one of the shooters, which will probably take place here in the next few days if we're able to find him, which is another reason we would like to get y'all involved in that, because we haven't had, we've interviewed well over, I think, 80 to 90 witnesses / suspects in this investigation in Jacksonville, Tyler, and Longview. And we pretty much know most of the ones that did the shooting, but we still need to interview other people who have not made themselves available to tell us what they saw that night. And I think you'll see, I think you've already seen in some of the footage we've shown you, is the number of vehicles that were leaving this area as the shooting was taking place. There had to have been 30 to 40 vehicles on the parking lot of Bunny's when this all took place. But like I say, we'll show you that in the video. So we'll just get started. I'm going to move out of the way and just play some of the video for you.
Is this light affecting?
Can y'all see it over there? Is it?
Yes, it's good.
It's good. It's probably just from the side, Paul. And I'll kind of narrate for you a little bit here. What you want to do is focus in this area right here. Did I touch it?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Focus right in here. Watch this guy, the one that comes out behind him. This guy in the orange cap is one we're looking at. You see the muzzle flash. He's left-handed, obviously. We have him identified, we're pretty sure. There'll be some, has the shots already happened here? The guy right here, back it up if you can, Justin, for a second. The guy right here, we believe, is shooting a long gun. You can see the casings hitting the ground over here as he's shooting. See right here. But you also see all the vehicles leaving up here in the top right as this is taking place. If you were there, and we'll show you an overhead shot of the facility here in a minute to kind of get you acclimated to where this is. This is where the diesel pumps are. The store would be right here. And the person that was shooting from right here was actually shooting in the direction of the, it would be the southwest corner of the building where a vehicle was parked in there. The deceased that we have was standing in that area where this person was shooting.
So that one again or switch?
You want to see that one again? Or
See it one more time.
Let's go through it one more time, Jeff. One thing I will say, most of the vehicles down here by the diesel pumps were individuals from the Longview area. The ones up by the store and in front of the store were most of the ones from the Tyler area. So we're going to stop short of saying gangs, but they're definitely all affiliated with one another from Longview. A couple of them, but not all of them, are known to be gang members in the Tyler or Longview area, but not all of them have been documented yet. Okay. The second one, Justin, if I'm not mistaken, is the one showing the regular pumps, right? Correct? This is going to be the one showing directly in front of the store. It's not near the quality of video the last one was, as you can see, but it's showing the regular pumps there. And the vehicle and where the deceased was shot is right on the corner of the building right here. And the diesel pumps would be down to your right. I believe this is this one, Justin, where you can see our units arriving.
It's the next one.
The next one, okay. The next video will show you see our units arriving right after the shooting. They had heard the shots from down the street, but had not been called about this at that time. And one thing I'll say as well, if they were a shooter there, we encourage them to come forward, because we have evidence of shots being fired from both sides, and it's always best for them to come tell their story to us instead of letting somebody tell it for them. That would behoove them to come in and talk to detectives here and try to get their business in order and let us know what happened instead of letting somebody else tell the story for them. The next one is also in the same area, is that correct? From another camera facing down this way. This door at that time of the night of Bunny's would be the one, if you're facing Bunny's, would be the right door, remains locked. The only one open is down at the other end. That's our unit arrived. 2 units arriving up here on loop 323. 3 units. Okay, this last video will be from inside the store, and it will have audio on it as well. It'll give you an indication of the shots as they're fired. There's a little lull in the shots being fired, and then as if they were reloading or somebody was going to get their gun, then they start shooting again. One individual, at least one individual in the store. I'll get you to stop it, Justin, when we get to it if you can, but go ahead, forward. Stop right there. We're trying to identify this individual who was acting nonchalantly about the whole thing inside the store as well as going outside the store. So we are trying to identify who this is with an X on his shoulder. And that's pretty much it. If you will, give me the one over here. All of these individuals here are from Longview. D.K. Daniels, DeMayo Ingram, Tyson Dixon, Lamont Martin, and Aaron Blankenship. One of particular interest here is DeMayo Ingram, who has the dreadlocks, the second picture from the left. He no longer has the dreadlocks. We've been looking to try to talk to each one of these, and none of them are making themselves available. So anybody that sees any one of these individuals, we're very interested in knowing their whereabouts and calling us and letting us know as soon as you can where we can find them and talk to them. And again, this will be included in your packet that Tim's going to hand out to you at the end. And anything, Ron or Tim, Paul, any reason we can't provide the street names?
No.
Okay. We'll also, we don't have them on there now.
I think they are.
They are?
They're on the press release too.
They're on the press, okay, okay. They will have the street names on there then, okay. But like I say, all these individuals here from Longview, in this case, we do know there were probably shooters on the Tyler side. We don't have any of that right now. We're still working on that side of it. But the main point is, the main reason it's advantageous for any one of these individuals to come in again is to tell their side of the story and don't let it be told by somebody else. There could be some precipitation, some reason that this thing happened. And if they don't tell us, we don't know. And otherwise, we will be working this thing as a homicide, and very well could be as a larger scale and charge numerous ones of these people as a conspiracy type investigation, either state or federal or possibly both. Because one thing we're not going to do is let this incident here, I mean, you can see just imagine if your family would have been going to Bunny's that night, what they would have been hit with. And we're not going to let that get entrenched here in Smith County. And so we are asking for the media's help to help us get these people located, and asking for the public's help. And on your press release packet, it will have the non-emergency number to the sheriff's office, and Detective Ron Rathman is the lead detective on this case. Tim McDonald is assisting them on it. So, but any detective you talk to, or that 566-6600 number, as soon as you get information about the whereabouts of any one of these individuals, we'd appreciate it. Yeah, we got tip 411 that for the people in Smith County, or if you want to put it on your phone, and they can download the tip 411 or Citizens Observer is what it's called. Look for Smith County Sheriff's Office, and you can send a tip via tip 411 where it will issue you a number and not a name, and we can contact you back without still knowing who you are. So many people might not want us to know, but we assure you if you call in these individuals, we'll do everything we can to keep your anonymity, and because we don't want any further retaliation in this investigation, which we have heard threats of retaliation, and we don't need that here in Smith County, Tyler, or anywhere, even in Longview. I think Longview's been hammered enough with homicides and shootings, and I don't think anybody wants this, so we're trying to do what we can to put a stop to it. I'll take any questions.
Sheriff, you said retaliations. A couple of weeks ago there was some word that maybe something was going to happen at one of the football games.
Right.
Y'all had extra deputies out there and were
we did, as well as
checking bags.
Right, as well as Tyler PD. Kenneth had numerous officers in the parking lot, and I will go ahead and tell you it was directly related to this.
Do we see that continuing right now until we get this?
It's not going to continue. The main significance of that, since in the past now, I will tell you, was that it was John Tyler was playing Longview. You know, that's where each gang is from, and it wasn't something we just dreamed up. We did get good information that they were going to do something there, and hopefully our presence there stopped that. Because we did have a very big show of force with Tyler PD, TISD Police Department, and our deputies who weekly work those football games.
Sheriff, would you call these the first name suspects?
Well, I'm saying some of these could be suspects, some could be witnesses. One that I will say, one that we're very interested in talking to is DeMaio Ingram, and I'll let you use your imagination on that. We don't have any warrants at this time, but as I said earlier, we will be talking to the district attorney's office. I'm on my way over there because of the Calvert trial. It's hard to have time to talk to DA Bingham or First Assistant April Sykes, but I'm going to be over there when it closes this evening and find a time we can get with them where we're all on the same page on this and get a game plan together to move forward with it.
Sheriff, since the incident, has there been like increased patrol around Bunnies, around the Flamingo Club, just in case something else that transpires?
Since this happened, there has been more patrol, and I'll tell you, it's a wonder that there wasn't a patrol unit at Bunnies before it happened, because I can tell you, just about any time that I'm out riding around at night, if I go by Bunnies, more times than not, there's one of our units either sitting there or sitting down at the end of the parking lot. But this just happened to be a night that we were extremely busy, and we had probably 3 to 4 units answering the call to the Flamingo. But yes, and I'll tell you, when we got called out Thursday night on the hijacking case, Bunnies parking lot was again packed, and we're keeping an eye on it as best we can. And the owner was
shooting, right?
I'm sorry?
This was the second shooting at Bunnies? There had been some shots fired there before?
No. As far as that, Kenneth, I'm not sure. I'm sure there has been. But what I was referring to Thursday night was a hijacking where they stole our unit, and we'd come by Bunnies that night going back and forth to Lindale and in that area, and it was packed in.
Do we know how many rounds? You said 4 weapons were used, and I know I saw a lot of spent.
I know there was an excess of 60. Justin, do you have any idea about how many?
60 to 70.
60 to 70, something like that.
So it's a wonder we didn't have more than one person.
Oh, absolutely,
with
absolutely.
all the people that were in the parking lot.
Right, absolutely. As you can see, I don't know if can you bring up that, to see, is it this first video again? And I'm going to show you one shooting. I don't think I showed it to you earlier. If you'll watch the concrete, you'll see dust kicking up. It's where the projectiles are hitting. And I think, Justin, is it in this area here?
Yes, sir.
You'll see when they start running, somebody will run by there and dust, they barely missed him. After this guy starts shooting here, right here. There he's shooting. And there'll be a guy who runs by here.
He's already ran through.
Oh, has he? Has the dust already kicked up?
I'll back
Can,
it up.
can you back it up?
That's right there.
Oh, okay, there it was. See, they barely missed him there. And there was some marks where projectiles did make marks skipping across the concrete out there that we're able to find.
Did they continue to shoot though at each other because they had showcases in the middle of the loop?
Yes, yes.
So they were as they were leaving, they were still firing.
There were some which would have been right over to the left of these trucks right here on the edge, on the side of Loop 323 on the westbound lane shoulder. And as it said, you know, I think I've already told you, there's 4 different caliber of firearms, one being a long gun and 3 pistols. Won't go into the calibers or anything because of investigative things we're doing with them. But any other questions?
Sheriff, have you?
The one here. We're also looking for the owner of this vehicle right here. Did it? Can you back it up, Dustin? Did it, or did it just back up?
It just backs up. That's
Okay, that's all we're going to see on it.
Is that a,
It's either a Grand Marquis or a Crown Vic.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and it's gold colored. And this vehicle right here is a Caravan, Dodge Caravan. It got 2 or 3 shots in the back right around the taillight area from people shooting from over there as well.
Now, these would be the people. That guy was one of the people that were inside playing the video games, right? He didn't have anything to do with the shooting.
But that's correct. That's correct.
And there's no video of the suspected shooter, one of the shooters coming out of the store?
Not that we've got, no.
Have you-
I don't think they ever made it to the store.
We're not involved come forward.
We've, like I say, we've interviewed 70 to 80 people, or 80 to 90, somewhere in that neighborhood. And there's a lot of them that they didn't really come forward. I don't think any came forward other than the very people that didn't have anything. They were just fueling up or whatever. And there's one vehicle that came through there that she went down to the next gas station where her back right tire or one of her tires went flat. Her vehicle had been hit. And so those people we interviewed the first day, and we actually had to get out and beat the bushes to find the other people to be interviewed. I mean, you have probably close over 100 people here, and they just, none of them voluntarily came forward.
Have y'all been able to determine what the ruckus started about, or is that still an investigation?
A bunch of nonsense is what it started about. What groups or gangs like that will choose to fight over. It makes no sense whatsoever. And other than, you know, it costs the taxpayers a lot of money and takes away from things we really should be dealing with.